Welcome back, everybody, to Cool, Calm, and Collected, where we are just...
Cool was one of the early code names for .NET.
Was it really? I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah, it probably stood for like component object nonsense something. I don't know. Component object oriented language. Something.
There you go. There we go.
I'll be able to tell you soon. I'm almost hitting that part of the story. Anyhow,
how you doing? You ready for your big trip?
Yeah. Can you ever really be ready? Ready adjacent, ready-ish.
Yeah.
The house is pretty much clean. It's pretty much where it needs to be. We're pretty much, you do all this. You know the math you have with trips, right? So you're going to the airport, and you want to get there X number of hours or minutes, whatever it is, before check-in time, and you kind of do the backward math. You look at the traffic, and so there's that aspect to it. But when we do a home swap, there's also math related to we get up in the morning, we have to leave for the airport at some time when we did the math on that. But we also have to do laundry for whatever clothes we have left, the sheets that we have to clean for the people who are going to be here and put them on the bed and all that kind of stuff. And so there's another sense of math where you're like, that has to be done, like dried and then pulled out of the dryer and put where it belongs before we leave. And so if you think like, whatever trip is like an international trip, our flight's at 5:30-ish. We were going to leave around 11-ish. I mean, it's a long time before the flight. We have a long way to go to the airport, unfortunately. But we have also several hours before then where we had to get stuff going. And so the I guess the dryer now probably is going. The dishwasher is going. There's all this,
commotion.
So, did that answer your question, how I'm doing? That's how I'm doing. That's a rough idea of how I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just poking around yesterday on Amazon Prime, and I will. This will be up on the site by the time people watch this. So there was a. This is really dark. I need to.
Jeez. Oh wow, that is really dark. Oh, yeah. But it's on that on purpose, right? Because normally you want it on the lowest.
Yeah, because when it's not white, it's also
yeah.
But anyways, so I was poking around on the Amazon Prime stuff. This is the all digital edition of the Xbox One S, which notoriously kind of flopped out of the gate.
Did it even? Like, I guess there was a gate.
Like they opened the door and it just kind of went like
did like a
just
Peter Griffin face plant.
So there was a modest sign of life on Amazon Prime deals that Microsoft maybe is figuring out that maybe they priced this thing wrong. So what they had was an all digital edition.
Was it $250?
Or $300? That $249.99 is what the
was
MSRP
the original price. Yeah, it is the price, I should say. Yeah.
So Microsoft had a deal on Prime days for $199. You got the console, the 3 games, and an additional controller.
Wow. By the way, how much? $199?
$199, and that controller was the Phantom White one too. It wasn't like some crap.
Oh wow, that's a $60. Well, $65, whatever that is, $65. That is quite a bundle.
Yeah, and actually, it was the #1 selling Xbox gaming item. Not too surprising there, but when you look at the fact that the all digital console was like way down on the list prior to this, and it was actually for a while above the PlayStation and Switch bundles that were offered as well.
Okay.
So, just it's not the holy grail, but what I think this is showing us is that Microsoft was toying with the price.
I feel like they do this all the time. We've seen many sales on Surface headphones. We've seen many sales on Surface PCs. These things debut, and they're too expensive. And when someone points that out, it's like, oh, why do you hate Microsoft so much? No, these products have a natural selling point that Microsoft and other companies do the same thing. Obviously, kind of eventually get to. Like, I don't think $200 for that thing plus an extra controller and 3 games is the right price. Like, that's a sale price. Like, that's a crazy price. But $200 for that console should be the price.
Yep.
Normal price. And then it can go on sale from there. Because by the way, a lot of people are going to buy that thing and then be like, where's the
where do I put this on? Like, where does
yeah, like that will happen.
So my guess here is that we may not see this bundle for a while, but I bet that around maybe Black Friday, the holiday times, we will see a similar type bundle now that Microsoft knows that, hey, once they get it to there with these items, then it starts to fly off the shelves. Like, that's the tipping point.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't remember when. So it might have been last year. So that long ago, I had written an article called Microsoft Should Stop Selling the Xbox One S. And my theory was you're only catering to a certain part of the audience anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well go all in the 4K stuff. That's the future. This Xbox One X will become the base model at some point, probably. Maybe they should be more aggressive about that. But when you look at the possibilities for a really low cost Xbox One S, and it is still pretty great. I mean, I don't know that I even realize any benefits from the 4K stuff playing the games I play. It's kind of hard to say. There's actually no real way to know, but that's an amazing deal, And I don't know what the equivalent Sony thing looks like, or how much. The Nintendo Switch, for example, there's the Lite version is coming out in September, and if I'm not mistaken, that thing is going to cost $200. I mean, and now I realize you can take it around with you. It's a different kind of thing, but $200 versus $200, you look at what you get. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So that's just kind of a little nugget, if you will.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's about all there is. I mean,
there's not much. But we dragged that out for 5 minutes. It was good.
Yeah. I guess the only other thing that's really going on is that the European Union did officially launch their antitrust investigation into Amazon.
Yep.
They apparently are cold-shouldered that they got left out on Prime Day. And so now they're going after their own.
Nice. Oh boy. They waited till Prime Day was over. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so, they're gonna get slammed.
Yeah, this one's not going to be cheap.
There's no doubt.
None of them are, but
yeah.
But as they say in business school, that is just the cost of doing business to establish that market dominance.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if someone said, "Hey, you can get fined $5 billion, but you'll be making $5 billion a year," I would do it.
Yeah, so would Facebook.
Yeah. No kidding. They got $5 billion and their stock went up. Like that's
well. So the beauty of the European Union, though, is they always have business practice reform as part of the prescription. And so, they find Google and Apple and Microsoft and Intel, whatever, but they also make them change their business practices. And like, I think I had said this earlier on some show, and maybe about Google or whatever, but, the one thing that these companies would be wise to do that Microsoft didn't do is meet their requirements ahead of time and do it in your own way, rather than letting them get involved with product design, which is what we saw with the browser ballot in Windows, 10, 15 years ago, whatever that was. So Amazon, like Google, should start making changes, right? And actually, I don't know if you saw this. I didn't read the story, but there was a blurb that they had reached an agreement with a German consumer advocate group, part of the government or something like that, to reform their business practices in Germany, which is probably one of the stricter places in the EU for this kind of stuff. And I am positive that happened as a way of saying to the EC, the European Commission, hey, look, we're working with these guys. We can do this ourselves. And so I'm sure they'll talk belligerently for a little while, but I think they're going to have to do the right thing eventually.
Yep. Eventually.
Yeah, maybe quickly. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, you're going to Amsterdam, right? That's so you enjoy your time over in the day.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Well, I mean, I'll be around. I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like yet. I mean, we arrive at 7:00 in the morning ish, 7:30 Amsterdam time, which is
where are you flying out of?
0:30. JFK.
Okay.
So it's a straight flight, but it's probably 7 hours in the air, something like that. So
and what is that? Skipple?
Skipple. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Skipple. I think they call it Skipple. I think I always said sheeple, but I think it's Skipple.
Yeah. I don't know. SCHIPOL or something like that.
Oh, I know how it's spelled. I just can't say it.
No, not for you. Jesus.
No, I mean, in other words, like to me, like, I listen to the way the Dutch talk, and it seems like it would be Skipple or Skipple.
Something
and
like that.
I believe it's Skipple. I think I'm completely wrong, because I always am completely wrong.
Well, at least you're honest with yourself and the listeners at home.
Just don't care anymore. You just get used to it. It's just.
All right, folks. Well, on that happy, jolly note, we'll catch you right back here maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. If not, definitely probably Monday of next week. And have yourselves a wonderful day.